Welcome to Finger Puzzles and Shapes for the Harp. I'm Denise Grupp-Verbon. Finger Puzzles and Shapes for the Harp is a collection of drills through which you will discover the relationships between the position of the notes on the staff and the shape of your fingers on the harp strings. Practicing these puzzles and shapes will sharpen your sight reading skills, reduce buzzing, improve your finger dexterity, and make you a more confident player. Finger Puzzles and Shapes for the Harp is arranged in 3 levels of difficulty: A, B, and C. This DVD features select finger puzzles and shapes for the harp from the book. Let's begin. Section A. Working with intervals. Intervals are the finger shapes, which will make your note reading and playing your harp easier. There are 2 kinds of intervals. Harmonic intervals are when 2 or more strings are played together at the same time. The second type of interval is a melodic interval. A melodic interval is when 2 or more strings are played separately, creating a melody. Our first finger shape is that of a third. On the staff, you will see that a third goes from a line to a line, or a space to a space. On your harp, a third is 2 strings with 1 unused string in the middle. Thirds are most often fingered with the thumb and the index finger, numbers 1 and 2. Start out with your right hand and put your thumb on E and your 2 on C. Make sure you have a nice open space between your thumb and your 2. You will like to have a neutral wrist and your arm will be straight out. When you play thirds, or any intervals together, you will close your thumb over your hand and your 2 into your hand, like this. As you go up the harp, you will notice that your arm will lead you, which will help to keep that wrist nice and neutral. Here's what the first measure of A1 looks like with your right hand. For the left hand, you will also put your thumb on first and your number 2 on second. For A1, the thumb goes on G and the 2 goes on E. Have your arm out and away from the harp, which will help you with freedom of movement of your hand as you go up and down the harp. The first measure of A1 looks like this. Notice that just like with the right hand, your thumb closes over your hand and your 2 and the rest of your fingers close into your hand. Let's give A1 a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to Section B. The first finger shape we will learn in Section B is the 1, 3, 5. Remember when we learned the interval of a fifth? In the right hand we had our thumb on G and our third finger on C. And remember, there were 3 unused strings in the middle. Well, the number 5 for this interval comes from counting up from the bottom string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put our fingers on that interval of a fifth, and now we're going to use our number 2 finger. We're going to put it on the middle string, which is the third, or the 3 of that chord, the 1, the 3, and the 5. This is the shape of a root position triad. B5 features all root position triads. I'll show you what the first couple of measures look like. The left hand just starts an octave lower than the right hand, with the 1, the 3, and the 5. Something unusual about B5 happens at the end. The left hand is going to cross over the right hand. Here are the last couple of measures of B5. Now let's give it a try together. 1, 2, 3.